So good evening, Rick. Hello. What's up, my Scorpio gang? Scorpio Collective, what up? Missed y'all. I do apologize to all the Scorpios out there that wanted to see me for the last 2 or 3 weeks and see your reading. But I had to focus on myself. I had to focus on my health. So I've been working way too much and I am tired. That's why I haven't been around. Hope you are well. Raven, yeah, I'm doing well as well. I'm doing well as 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 well. Yes, Raven, it's good to see you. I almost got stuck in an as well loop. Ooh, I like the eyes. Please do that again. Me likey. I might even have an evil laugh for the Scorpio Collective. What is up, Scorpios? Do I have any Scorpios in the house? That looked very Star Wars or Lord of the Rings like. Yeah, that was pretty badass. I said, glad you're back, Kevin. Thank you so much. Missed you the last few weeks. Aha! That was awesome. Dice numbers? I don't have dice numbers just yet. Yes, I am here. Hello, Elizabeth. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Y'all, there was not a lot to miss, though. The last few weeks, I've actually been in the hospital. So, I'm definitely doing better. Definitely doing better. Thank you all for being patient with me. I am so apologetic that I could not be here for y'all, but at the same time, I gotta take care of myself first. It's never a bad idea to love yourself first. Scorpio Collective, I'm so glad to be back. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. If y'all like the energy I bring to the Tarot TikTok table, definitely hit that like button. Hit the share button if you have a Scorpio in your life, no matter what area they reside in. I have a YouTube channel. Please subscribe to it so you don't miss out on future readings. The link to my YouTube channel is in my TikTok bio. And yeah, we will talk about future personal paid readings later on, about halfway through your reading. With that being said, it is now 36 after. 36 after. Meaning we're going to get into the bridge shuffle. For all of you that are new here at Free Will Tarot, definitely hit the follow button. But more importantly, when I do the bridge shuffle, that is the green light to send scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. Let's give it 3 more, shall we? A 1. A 2. A 3. Thank you, Michelle Allen 1011. That was Rick's mom, by the way. Thank you for the tridents, Mom. Yes, it doesn't have to be scissors. It could be anything sharp and pointy. As you seen, my mom sent me the tridents. Everyone send my mom some love. Tell her thank you for giving birth to such a wonderful person that does tarot readings for you now and entertains and etc. And I don't need the ego boost. I don't need my head to grow 2 sizes too bigger. Yeah, send her love though. There it is, and there it was. The bridge shuffle. Go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy so I can cut this deck with them. Yes, that is the name of the game. That is the name of the game. Send me scissors and I'll cut the deck with said scissors. I don't know what's going on with... my tripod, but I don't like it. I don't like what's going on. Any hoosers. Scorpio, Yeah, send me scissors, and we're going to get an overall theme and or topic while y'all send scissors. What do we have for Scorpio? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. What do we have for Scorpio for the next week, Thursday to Thursday? What does Scorpio need to know moving forward? Here we go. Ooh, double confirmation on 6. 2 6s. Said, if he charges you for cash for a reading, he's scamming you. Scam alert. Sushi boy. How else am I supposed to make a living doing what I love? Sushi boy. I do want to ask that. What's your answer for that, Sushi boy? The real scam artists are the ones that show up in the live streams and want to comment, message me for a private reading. Those are the real scam artists. I'm trying to make a living here, Sushi boy. I am promoting what I love, while we have people like you that want to bash what they hate. Nah, he's read for me, and I am his mod, and a lot of it's been dead on. Thank you, Raven. Yeah, Sushi boy, what's going on? Are you bored? What's going on there? Said, are the ones that hit you up in the private messages. Oh yeah. I love what I do here. I like to think what I do is legit. I might not have a certificate as a legit tarot reader. I didn't go to school. So in that sense, I'm a beginner, but I know a lot of musicians that are self-taught. I know a lot of artists, painters that are self-taught. So I don't know why I'm defending myself, but hey, it is what it is. Any Hoosers? So for the dice roll, we have double 6. We definitely could have maybe a problem or an issue for the Scorpio collective that you're about to have maybe more than one solution to. I never thought of double 6s that way, but hey, maybe it could be a thing. But we're going to roll one of these dice, a single dice, and try to get a different combination. And we have a 6, or a 6. And we have a 1 and a 6. So this could be a new beginning. This new beginning could definitely have a creative and or practical solution. This new beginning could have some sort of momentum away from conflict if that's what you have been dealing with another person. Maybe some sort of indifference, maybe some sort of argument or disagreement within this conflict. It definitely doesn't have to be an outer conflict. It could be an inner conflict that you're wanting to have a creative and or practical solution to. Neither here nor there. We are going to keep the overall theme and or topic in mind during the reading. Thank y'all for interacting with me in the comments. We're going to cut the deck with the scissors y'all sent me. One more time, hit the follow button, hit the like button, hit the share button. The link to my YouTube channel is in the TikTok bio. I apologize for the dog upstairs. Yes, Sundays are for personal paid readings. We're going to get into the Scorpio reading. Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your energy, Scorpio. Here is the challenge. Here is the your person of interest energy. Here is the common ground and or similarities between you both. And here is the possible outcome and or advice. All right, Scorpio, we do have 5 cards here on the Tarot TikTok table. Here in about 18 minutes, give or take 17, 18, we're going to clarify with 5 more cards, 1 card per each placement within the spread, and then we will recap. For anyone new joining the live stream at that time, let me get to clapping. We will recap for anyone new joining me at the live in this live stream at that time. Hopefully they are a Scorpio, because golly gee willikers, mister, that would be synchronistic if they were at the right place at the right time, but it does not have to be a Scorpio. It would be awesome if they were a Scorpio, but neither here nor there. Scorpio, we are starting your reading off. They said, yes, a Scorpio. Thank you, Jocelyn. we are starting your reading off with the Justice card. I do feel like you're wanting to do the right thing. You're wanting to possibly bring something into balance for yourself, possibly something into balance for this person in you and this relationship you have with them. It said, yeah, you came up on my FYP right before you started the reading. Divine timing. Awesome sauce everywhere, but I ain't cleaning it up. Nope. That's for my followers. I'm not taking accountability for that mess. That's y'all's awesome sauce. It's ooey and gooey and sticky, and that's not my problem. That's all y'all. Any Hoosers. Yeah, awesome sauce everywhere. Once again, I'm not cleaning it up though. But yes, this is how. I don't mean to come across as what, rude or insensitive when I say that. I definitely mean awesome sauce. In the sense of, yeah, that is pretty cool that you came up, towards my reading, right as I was starting the reading. That's pretty cool. I'll put it that way. That's awesome. We're going to start the reading now. Don't mind me. I'm full of Leo awkwardness. Any Hoosers? Yeah, I'm just oozing with awkwardness. Any Hoosers? Justice card is how the Scorpios are wanting to show up. You and this person have a dynamic that you are wanting to show up to and do the right thing and bring balance to this relationship. You're wanting to speak your truth. You're wanting to cut through any fog of confusion. Me, myself, and I definitely can resonate and or relate to this energy. I always, as a Scorpio moon, try to do the right thing. I don't care about being right. If I am wrong, tell me. And if what you are saying makes logical sense, I will take a step back and reflect. And you know what? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I'm wrong. I apologize for that. I will adjust as need be. I will adjust my logic, but most of the time, I like to pride myself in not necessarily being right, but wanting to do the right thing. I don't want to be right, as I said. But if my information, if my sources are correct, then I'm going to stand up for myself. I have that stinger just as much as any other Scorpio placement having person would have themselves. And I'm ready to speak my truth. I'm ready to stand up for what's right, for what's just, for what's fair. If I'm not being treated fairly, then you're going to know about it. And then if you try to deflect the blame onto me and or not take accountability, it's like, what are you doing? This is unbalanced. This is unfair. I'm going to speak up about it. Even more. I'm going to double down on it. Like, this isn't a game. We don't hurt each other just to play the blame game back and forth. No, that's toddler shit. It's toddler shit. We're grown-ups now. At some point in life, we're supposed to grow up and learn about how to take accountability for our own mistakes. Sure, I'm sure that you would love, Scorpio, to keep this relationship afloat. I'm sure you find it challenging to let this relationship go. I'm sure you find it challenging to let this tower fall, to let the cracks in the foundation of this relationship spread. To some degree, I'm sure you are wanting to keep things fair, to do the right thing, to keep things balanced, but at the same time, are you the only one keeping this tower up? Are you the only one putting glue in those cracks in the foundation, Scorpio? I repeat myself. Are you the only one putting glue in the foundation and the cracks of the foundation of this relationship? Are you the only one fixing something when this person in Nine of Wands energy is like, I don't know if I can trust you? Okay, well, as long as you're being in this Nine of Wands energy, person of Scorpio's interest, as long as you're keeping a wall up, needing to heal as the wounded warrior, procrastinating on fixing what they need to fix, this relationship is going to suffer. This relationship is going to, the foundation of it anyways, is going to crumble, topple over. It's going to basically be destroyed from the inside out. It's like, I'm sure to some degree, you yourself, Scorpio, are showing up, wanting to do the right thing, but to what extent? To your own detriment? I'm sure, and keep in mind, the Tower being in the challenge doesn't have to be the case where it's just your challenge. I'm sure to some degree this person wants to keep this Tower up themselves. I am not going to be a big fan of this reading, Scorpio. I can only imagine what we're about to clarify the Nine of Wands in this person's energy, because I'm sure they have their own reasons for keeping the Tower standing, for keeping this relationship up and going. I'm not going to be a big fan of this reading, though. I say that because you have your reasons to be fair, to be just, to speak the truth, to treat this person fairly, but also to be treated fairly yourself. I'm sure to some degree you put in effort and work into keeping this relationship alive. Whatever dynamic you and this person, share. So my Scorpio just got married. Are they necessarily your Scorpio then if they just got married? That's kind of an awkward question to ask, I know, but it's also, yeah. It's I know, I'm right there with you. If this person is who I think it is in my life, then they're probably married themselves. Maybe you're showing up wanting to do the right thing for them, and they're like, what are you doing? Scorpio, what are you doing? I'm married. I need to create a wall. I need to be defensive towards you. I need to show up as the wounded warrior. I'm sure to some degree they still have a lot of fight left in them to get across the finish line. I'm sure to some degree they still want to keep you around, either as a friend or a beneficial resource, of energy that they can suck and drain, for their own benefit, like I said. But that's what I'm saying. You have your own reasons for keeping this relationship up and alive and keeping the Tower up. Exactly, a backup plan. Keeping you on the back burner. Keeping you as an option. Whereas, yeah, they want to energetically suck you dry. And they have their own selfish needs and or motives, intentions. Said, personally, how you feel. Wow, so accurate. Time will tell and karma will happen, and if it's meant to be, it will happen. Move on, I know. Yeah, this is personally how I feel. Said, I left because he treated me like an option. Is exactly. Y'all. I know this isn't me just projecting my own past situation. It's like someone out there is going to hear this reading, how the cards were laid out in this specific manner, order, sequence, and someone is going to not only resonate with it, relate to it, but there's going to be more dished out from this reading that y'all possibly need to heal. Or heal? Possibly need to heal from? I meant to say here, but maybe there is something that you need to heal from as far as this situation. Said, I love him though, but I couldn't do it anymore. I feel it. I feel it. Said, I let my Pisces go because I couldn't deal with being an option. Trust me, it gets better. Oh, I understand. We do have the King of Cups in the similarities or common ground between you both, Scorpio. This tells me that, yeah, neither of you are expressing how much you actually feel about each other. Why? Because you can't give this person financial stability. Why? Because you can't give them as much attention as they would like. Why? Because you're wanting to do the right thing, but how you look, how you show up, the type of person you are, isn't feeding their ego, isn't feeding their friends, their family members, co-workers' egos as well. You can't be their sugar daddy because that's not what you believe in. You believe in doing the right thing, showing up, speaking the truth, being authentic. And this person's like, yeah, maybe I do have emotions for you, but you're not the right stereotype. What do you mean stereotype? Well, you're not my typical type. You don't have the dad bod. You don't have the badass truck, that you drive to work. You don't have a badass $19 or $20 an hour job. My family just would not approve. It's like, okay, that's totally doing the right thing. It's totally doing the right thing. Awesome. I guess we'll just keep our emotions to ourselves and just people please, right? It's like, no, you don't understand though, Scorpio. I want to keep you on the back burner in case, in the future, my parents, my family members, my coworkers, maybe they all change their mind about you. Maybe in the future, you become more financially independent and you have the dad bod that I can get behind. It's like, no, that's not how this works. It's not how this works. You wouldn't like it if I put you on the back burner, so why do it to me? Is it clicking yet? 9 of Wands person, is it clicking yet? Why treat me like an option when you wouldn't like it if I did it to you? It's not a tit for tat. It's not a game. Just because you think that, oh, see, there you go again with your mind games. No, it's not a game. It's not tit for tat. It's not, I do this and then you do that. No, it's about doing the right thing the first time. This reading hits home for me before my current relationship and I am not even a Scorpio. Right. Yeah, I suppose it doesn't necessarily have to be, relatable for all Scorpio placements, but I mean, I don't know. Depending on what your other signs in your chart, maybe you have Scorpio Moon or Scorpio Rising or Scorpio Venus. Maybe you have Scorpio in your chart. That's exactly what I was saying. Great minds think alike. Yeah, to some degree, you and this person do have some emotions for each other, but you're not expressing it. I would suggest that the Scorpios not keep a resentful attitude towards this person. In fact, learn the lesson and be happy. Be enthusiastic that you yourself have this wisdom to share with other people. To some degree, I'm sure you don't want this tower to fall. I'm sure you are trying to avoid a tower moment because to some extent, I'm sure this person has some sort of information on you. I'm sure you have some sort of information on this person. And it's like, I, the Scorpio placement, am not going to expose this person for, being superficial or for having, for marrying for the wrong reasons, for whatever. But at the same time, I don't know, you shouldn't have to hold certain information over their head. They shouldn't have to hold information over your head. They shouldn't even have to put you on the back burner. If you wanted to do the right thing, if you are wanting to do the right thing and you're showing up, speaking your truth, it's like, hey, all we have to do is show up, do the right thing the first time, and then we could keep each other's secrets. Maybe just by the Scorpio being in this justice energy, treating people fairly, speaking the truth, they would rub off on this person. Ever think of that? You are who you surround yourself with. Ever think of that? You are who you surround yourself with. If you yourself are becoming superficial and or marrying for the money, for the stability, or because your parents or your family members have a certain opinion of the certain type that you need to marry into or marry for or whatever, it is because you are surrounding yourself with certain individuals that have that mentality. With that being said, if you are to hang out with the Scorpio a little more, maybe the Scorpio will rub off on you and you'll then start to do the right thing. There's an idea. The tower doesn't have to fall, but you also don't have to keep choosing the wrong people over and over again, and or showing up to the wrong people's lives, and just worrying about the money, the stability, what everyone thinks of you. Like, any hoosers. Scorpio, this isn't your problem. Your problem is being resentful towards this person, is giving too much and keeping a tower up and or steady, keeping it up, keeping it alive, keeping it, I don't know how I'm wanting to word this, but keeping the relationship intact, the friendship, trying to put glue in the cracks of the foundation. I feel like you should be excited. You could be receiving some sort of good news, possibly from this person. You could be receiving some sort of news as far as like maybe something that makes you passionate, some sort of creative endeavor, some sort of creative solution, possibly either to this situation or to another problem in your life. The Page of Wands is going to be your energy, possibly for the next week, if it's the possible outcome. If it's the advice, then yes, be enthusiastic about what you're passionate about. Be excited to wake up every morning knowing that either this person doesn't have to be in your life, or maybe this person shows up and then sometime in the next week and says, you know what, I watched Rick's Free Will Tarot reading, and I'm going to show up to you, Scorpio, your life, the way you are showing up. I want to now mirror your energy, Scorpio placement. I might be in this wounded warrior energy, but I see the error of my ways. Yes, I'm a little defensive. I don't want to have to, have you expose why I did things for the wrong reasons. I don't want you to have to point the finger and say, hey, do the right thing. I don't want you to have to point out my mistakes. Just let me show up with my tail tucked between my legs, and I'll do the right thing. And it's like, wow, maybe I can be excited. So says the Scorpio. And even if they don't show up, maybe if I'm giving y'all false hope, then whatever. Be excited whether or not this person shows up in the first place. Because they've taught you what you don't want in a relationship. I repeat, if this person shows up, be excited. I'm sure they're wanting to do the right thing. I'm sure they've learned their lesson. If they don't show up, be excited. They've shown you what you don't want out of a relationship. With that being said, I've got about 27, 26 minutes to clarify this reading, Scorpio. So here we go, shuffling the next deck. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. It is greatly appreciated, maybe even muchly so. If y'all like the energy I bring to the tarot TikTok table, definitely hit that like button, maybe even a few times. Like. If you're not tapping, you're slacking. If you have a specific Scorpio in your life, no matter which area of your life they reside in, definitely hit the share button. Does not have to be a Scorpio, though, that you hit the share button with or for. As long as they love tarot as much as you, as much as me, maybe even more, definitely hit the share button and let them know Rick from Free Will Tarot is doing big things. Oh yes, big things as far as I might be moving to the YouTube channel of mine, doing more YouTube live tarot readings. Next week I'm going to transition over to YouTube live. I might come back the week after to TikTok. No matter the case, I am definitely wanting to expand and get out of my comfort zone. So yes, definitely hit the subscribe button over at my YouTube channel. The link to my YouTube channel is in my TikTok bio. Thank y'all one more time for all the love and support. And Sundays are for personal paid readings through Cash App. Make sure you have a working and available Cash App ready for use, and or an hour and a half. Make sure you set an alarm for an hour and a half ago, which is when I go live every Sunday, but also every Monday through Saturday. But more importantly, an hour and a half ago is when I will be going live for my personal paid readings on Sundays as well. All right? I think I've went over everything I need to in a decent amount of time. So let's go ahead and clarify the Scorpio reading, shall we? I think we shall. Alrighty. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. 3 more. A 1, a 2, a 3. If y'all are new here, some today TikTok and tube of you at the same time. Oh yeah, same time. I don't have a computer. I do this all on my phone. I've learned that the only way I can do TikTok and YouTube at the same time live is if I have a laptop. So that is definitely a problem. With that being said, if y'all are new here, when I do the bridge shuffle, as I'm about to do for the second and last time for the Scorpio Collective, here it is, and there it was, TWAS. If y'all are new here, when I do the bridge shuffle, that is the green light to go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy. That's the name of the game. Send me scissors and I cut the deck. And we can clarify this reading for you, Scorpio. While y'all are sending me scissors, I need a quick drink, and then we're going to get right into it. Alright, thank you all for interacting with me in the comments. Cutting the deck with the scissors y'all sent me. One more time, hit the follow button, hit the like button, hit the share button. YouTube link is in the TikTok bio. Personal paid readings through Cash App are on Sundays. Hour and a half. Set your alarm. Alright? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. We're clarifying the Justice card in your energy, clarifying the Tower card in the Challenge, clarifying the Nine of Wands in this person's energy, clarifying the King of Cups and the similarities or common ground between you both, clarifying the Page of Wands in the possible outcome and or advice. What is actually going on here? You are showing up in justice to the Hanged Man. I don't know if I like this. Excuse me. I don't know if I like this. Justice to the Hangman. This almost feels like, yeah, you want to show up. doing the right thing, speaking your truth. But the longer this person keeps you on the back burner, keeps treating you as an option, I almost have a feeling that they think they are doing the right thing in order to feed their own ego, in order to keep you small, Scorpio. I feel like they have such a big fear of you exposing some sort of truth about them that they would rather not reach out to you. That they would rather keep you feeling small, keep you in this cycle of, wanting to fight for justice, wanting to call them out. They're just ready for the day that you call them out so that they can defend themselves and say that, no, I've been doing the right thing the whole time. It's actually Scorpio. It's not treating me fairly. Look at them. They're obviously trying to expose me for some BS. And it's like, wait a second. Let me try to look at this from a different perspective. Because no matter what I say about this person, they're just going to deflect. No matter what I say towards any type of person that is going to want to argue or disagree, or anyone that is offended, let me put it this way. The people in this world that are addicted to drama, the people in this world that are addicted to being offended, they look for reasons to be offended. They look for reasons to deflect the blame. They look for reasons to make the other person look like the bad guy. Meaning, I feel like you're seeing this situation from a different perspective. I can't call this person out on them treating me unfairly. I can't call this person out for putting me on the back burner, because obviously they're just going to be like, but Scorpio, we were never in a relationship. We never had feelings for each other. So obviously I'm free to date whoever I want. Touché. So how do you combat someone that is addicted to being offended and then just deflecting the blame? You don't fight. That is literally the answer. You don't fight. You stay stagnant. You sacrifice doing the right thing. You sacrifice the truth. To some degree, I'm sure you and this person want to keep this relationship intact, want to fill in the blanks, fill in the cracks of any of the cracks of the foundation, I'll put it that way, before the relationship crumbles and fails. Maybe to some degree you put in so much effort and time and money and energy into this relationship that this person is like, yeah, keep doing that. Keep putting in effort, because one day maybe I will cash in, on this relationship. But until then, I have other options that I want to try out, that I want to keep attached to, But until then, yeah, I'm going to stay attached to these people financially or for an ego boost because my family, thinks that it's the right thing, or maybe I have kids with them and I feel obligated in that sense. But until then, I'm going to keep this on the back burner, Scorpio. I'm going to keep you on the back burner because I find it challenging to cut you out, because I still see some sort of value in you. I just don't want you, Scorpio, to see the value in yourself. There it is. So tough reading. Scorpios need a break. I'm Gemini dealing with Scorpio, and he literally treated me like shit. Well, I mean, I'm sure the cross watchers are. Hey, Gemini. Speaking of which, I do have a reading for you, Gemini, that I uploaded to YouTube. Said this reading makes a lot of sense for my situation. Jules, yeah, damn, yeah, I'm getting to the nitty gritty depths for you, Scorpios. Thank you all for showing up, for all the love and support. Because yeah, I've been waiting to unload this depth of a reading for the Scorpios. Y'all love some deep dives, don't you? Uh, Here I am. I've got Scorpio Moon myself. We're doing a deep dive, y'all. Said my Scorpio needs to learn how to communicate. Said we are water. I'm sure Scorpios could use a little bit of vulnerability, for sure. They said my mom is Scorpio too. Okay, my dad's Scorpio actually. Said yes, we love to bare our souls. So yes, to all the cross watchers, if this isn't hitting home for you, if I'm painting a bad picture or image of you and it's making you feel uncomfortable, you might want to look at the other readings, watch the other readings, because this is from a Scorpio perspective. Scorpio Moon myself, I'm sure to some degree the Scorpios are wanting to show up and do the right thing, even if we do find it challenging to be fully vulnerable and speak, on our own behalves. But at the same time, are you creating a safe space for the Scorpios? Or are you finding it challenging yourself to give the Scorpio the benefit of the doubt? Is the Scorpio finding it challenging to give you the benefit of the doubt with the Queen of Swords? Are you both finding it challenging to question each other, question each other's intentions, beliefs, motives? Not doing it. I'm declining. Not doing it. It's like I'm sure you both want to keep this relationship going for different reasons. Scorpio has put in a lot of effort and energy into this relationship, and this person hasn't. But maybe one day they'll cash in on all the effort and energy the Scorpio has put into it. Said, I don't want to be with you. Okay. I don't know. I don't want to be with you. Casey Evans. I'm the Scorpio who wanted a career reading. Fuck my life. LOL. I put in so much effort and time. I believe it. So it makes sense why you would find it challenging to cut this person out of your life. It's like our egos tell us, hey, no, keep putting in that effort. One day they'll cash in on this relationship, and you can either tell them about themselves, or maybe they'll come correct, act straight, and you won't have to worry about telling them about themselves. But I'm sure they'll get the stinger nonetheless from the Scorpio. And if you feel like you haven't done anything wrong for the Scorpio to act or think or believe any of this, then really silence your mind, your ego, because this reading is telling me otherwise. This reading is telling me that Scorpios do want to show up and do the right thing, but there's something that is keeping the Scorpio from fully doing the right thing and or speaking the truth. It's like, are you just going to deflect, as possibly you've been doing in the comments, deflecting accountability? I want to mention one more time that for any cross watchers out there, I do zodiac sign readings all week, 2 signs a night. You definitely, if you're a Gemini, like the one person mentioned, I did Gemini Tuesday night and it uploaded finally today. I do apologize for the late upload, but it did finally upload today. And yeah, I will be uploading all week. So yes, this is from the Scorpio's perspective. This is Scorpio's specific guidance that they might need to know moving forward. And I try to be as fair as I can. I try to be as fair as I can be towards not only the person I'm giving a reading for, but the cross-watcher as well. I don't like painting out people to be bad guys, but even if the Scorpio had cards that suggest that they're either being toxic or deceitful or yada yada blah blah blah, putting people in third-party situations, etc., etc., I'm going to call it out. I'm going to call it out. It just so happens to be the cross-watcher's turn to be called out. How many Fridays I came for Sagittarius reading, you wasn't there? 3 in a row, specifically. Thank you for being patient with me. I've been in the hospital twice this month. Thank you for being patient with me one more time. Said, if the reading doesn't resonate to you, then it isn't for you. Exactly, thank you. Said, slept with someone else, I've stayed loyal. Okay. You've stayed loyal, but then what pushed him to sleep with someone else? You know? There's always 2 sides of the story. I get it. Maybe the Scorpio didn't have a reason to sleep with someone else. I get it. Maybe you was loyal. Maybe you did everything correct. But there's nothing wrong either in me playing devil's advocate as the tarot reader, you know? I'm trying to do the right thing here. There's nothing in this reading that suggests that the Scorpio did anything bad. There's nothing, technically, anything in this reading that the cross-watcher did anything bad, but based off the cards, I'm going to point out what is obvious to me. And sometimes the obvious isn't always so obvious to everyone else. So keep that in mind if y'all have to do some sort of reflection or soul searching, then let this be that time. Take advantage of that opportunity. Said shit happens. Yes, I need a smiley face shirt. Any Hoosers. 9 of Wands. High Priestess. I do feel like, yeah, this person is possibly feeling a little guilty, possibly coming back and or not coming back because their tail is, between their legs. They're trying to decipher the difference between their ego and their intuition. Obviously, their ego will tell them, no, deflect accountability. We don't want to feel shame. It's uncomfortable. We don't want to get out of our comfort zone and admit that we're wrong. The intuition will tell us, hey, silent, stay silent, until the Scorpio does speak up about some sort of truth. That maybe the Scorpio did sleep with someone else or do something wrong towards this cross-watcher individual, but what was it about this cross-watcher individual that made the Scorpio behave in such a manner to where now this person is in 9 of Wands energy? The cross-watcher is now a wounded warrior, being silent. King of Cups, I'm sure to some degree you both have emotions for each other. I'm sure to some degree you still have love there, that maybe you are still in love with each other, but to some degree you're not expressing it. Even though, yeah, there is passion between you both, you possibly still both inspire each other, but for what? I feel like it's almost for nothing, because if we're not expressing the love we have, that passion, that inspiration, that creativity that could be sparked is all just going to go into the ethers, go out into outer space and just be wasted. I don't think you can necessarily waste energy. I don't necessarily think you can destroy the energy, but like, what are we doing here? You know? What are we actually doing here? Is there some sort of new passionate opportunity you both could be creating out of this situation? For sure. But I mean, how much more time are we going to waste? How much more stagnation are we going to create? How much more silent treatment is the Scorpio going to take? How much more trying to keep this relationship up and going with glue in the cracks of the foundation is the Scorpio going to take before the Scorpio's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to get excited. And I don't want to say the Scorpio would create their own tower moment in this relationship, but I'm almost willing to bet that Scorpio being excited about something, about maybe what they're passionate about, or a new passion, a new person in their life, it's like, just let the tower fall, you know? Scorpio being excited about letting the tower fall between this person and them, it's like, hold up. It's going to force this person to no longer be silent. It's going to force this person to like wake up to what they're missing out on with the Scorpio. It's going to force this person to speak up about their emotions and about the creative and inspiring energy that they could be creating with the Scorpio. The advice here could definitely be to be excited about something that could change your life. Expect the unexpected. Be excited about the unexpected, because with or without this person, like I mentioned earlier, be excited because if this person comes back, it's going to be shocking. It's going to be unexpected. It's going to be a change and an upheaval in your life. Hopefully they have learned their lesson. Hopefully they are showing up correctly. If the cross watcher that is watching me is still saying, no, this isn't right, this isn't right, then how do you know I'm talking about you as the cross watcher? How do you know that this cross watcher is actually someone else in the Scorpio's life? How do you know that you yourself aren't what the Scorpio is about to be excited about? How do you know that you yourself, as a cross watcher, are about to change the Scorpio's life forever and make them excited to wake up in the morning every day, right? Or are you just deflecting accountability and not wanting to take the blame, not wanting to be wrong because you'd have to get out of your comfort zone? You know, my job as a tarot reader is to, one, not only remind every single person that I do a tarot reading for that they have personal power, but also to make other people on the opposite end of the spectrum reflect about their own wrongdoings, right doing. It's like, how are you showing up in people's lives? Not just your own life, because yes, you do have your own personal power of how you show up to your life, but then how are you showing up to other people's lives? Let me put it this way. There was a Gemini in the last 6 months. I showed up to her life. She was gorgeous. She was maybe 5 to 10 years older than me. She was a redhead, which I have a crazy thing for redheads for whatever reason. But yeah, she was a Gemini, and I knew that if I was to show up to a Gemini's life as my best version, then she would have no other way to mirror that back at me. Is that manipulation that I know about, those secrets about a Gemini, that if you do something or say something towards a Gemini, then they mirror it back at you? It's like, awesome. I know this information. I can use this to my advantage, and I can somehow create a positive outcome for myself and her, obviously. But at the same time, the intentions have to be mutual. The intentions have to be consensual. They have to be mutual. And if they're not mutual, then you're going to find out, that my intentions to exercise and send her, a video of me exercising to keep myself in accountable for myself and, bettering myself. And I was showing up doing morning readings. I was showing up doing the best I could to be inspired by her just being in my life. And then all of a sudden it was no longer, and I couldn't keep up that energy because she herself wasn't as excited as I was about her being in my life. She wasn't excited about me being in her life as I was her being in my life. The intentions weren't mutual. The excitement wasn't mutual or consensual, right? That's not to say that I'm playing victim. I definitely, carried myself away from the situation as maturely as I could. But at the same time, it taught you a lesson in what you don't want out of a relationship. If you feel something is off, it probably is. It probably is. If you feel like they're only showing up in a certain way to your face, but then telling their friends, a different thing, then use your intuition. It's going to feel off. It's going to feel, I don't feel like they feel the same about me, no matter how they want to word certain things, no matter here nor there. I was terrified of him being in my life because he's messy. Oh, goodness. Said he doesn't want to change. Oh, goodness. He love-bombed me. Yeah, that's definitely manipulation there. Won't take blame, I take accountability. Two people need to take accountability, not one person. Exactly. Y'all, this is what I have for you, Scorpio. Be excited, with or without this person, because change is going to happen. That excitement is bound to change your life. Believe it. With that being said, I hope this was helpful. I hope this was insightful. I hope to see y'all sometime between now and the next Zodiac Scorpio general reading, which is technically next Thursday, but maybe I'll see you Sunday for a personal paid reading. If that is the case, keep in mind 2 hours ago is when you need to set your alarm for a personal paid reading. And yes, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm hoping next week to start my YouTube live videos. All right, y'all. Much love. Take care and have a good night, y'all.